start the recording as well. Okay. So I'm saying about if at the database level I have given the process parameter as a 4000, it means 4000 people can log into my server. Should we agree, everyone? Okay, I got acknowledgement. Yes. Now my server is not capable that much enough to handle 4000 connection. So what will happen? Either I will get the alert CPU utilization 100%, 90%, or maybe my server can hang, or maybe due to high utilization, my server can reboot. Okay, so to overcome this situation, what Oracle did, Oracle has given me a concept of rack. So what we have done with the help of some cluster software or with the help of some mechanism, I took 4 server. In that server, I installed RAG and it consider as a one server. So if user will log into my server, they will not be aware either I logged into node 1, node 2, node 3 or node 4. Simply what they will do, we have a connect string TLS names. There is a SQL plus username 1, his password is 1. Actually, I have a cough, so it's disturbing a lot. Okay, so in that case, user will not be aware where they logged in. Node 1, node 2, node 3, or node 4. So it means I'm going to perform load balancing as well. And whatever the load is coming to my server, that load will be distributed among all the 4 nodes with the help of scan listener. Should we agree? Okay, yeah, we are agree. Everyone said we are agree. Okay. Now, in case of Oracle application, we are saying distributed computing that support Oracle e-business suite product. It means, say for example, if I'm using Oracle application and n number of connection is coming to my application. So what we can do, we can distribute our load or we can distribute our work or we can distribute our session to multiple nodes. So that means if again I'll take the definition, Oracle e-business suite architecture is a framework for multi-tiered. So what are the tier we have? I'll discuss in the next slide. Distributed computing that supports Oracle e-business suite product. So what will happen in this model, various servers and services are distributed among 3 levels. So it means what are the services we have in Oracle application? That services will be distributed at the 3 level. And as per the definition, what is server? Server is a process or a group of process that run on a single machine and provide a particular functionality. Say we have a server, so what does it mean? Whatever the work I required, so that process or that server will fulfill my requirements. For example, web service process, HTTP request and form services process, request for activities related to Oracle forms. And apart from that, we have a concurrent processing server supports data intensive program that run in the background. So what is your concurrent manager? What is form that I'll discuss. Okay. Now, as per the definition, if I'll say Oracle e-business suite, also commonly known as Oracle application. See, generally in the real time, we will not, we generally we won't say Oracle e-business suite. Hey, Oracle. We generally what we say, hey, it's Oracle application. Okay, my application is down. Okay, I'm using Oracle application. We rarely say Oracle e-business suite. It's a lengthy word, Oracle e-business suite. So in the short, what we say Oracle application. Okay, so commonly known as Oracle application is a suite of business application made up of a large number of distinct software modules. I told you in the starting of in yesterday class, if I'm going to use Oracle application, so Oracle application have modules. Like we have a GL top, we have a AU top, we have a fin top. So these top is considered as a module. So for example, my customer has purchased Oracle application, but they want to use only one top. So for example, GL top. So of course they can use. So that top is considered as a module. Like in the slide I have written, some of the modules are Oracle Financial, Oracle CRM, Oracle Supply Chain supply chain application, Oracle logistics, Oracle order management, and human resource. Hope we are clear. Okay, I got the acknowledgement. Yes, we are clear. Yes. Now, um, okay, I'll take one silly example, but it works. See, my example is I am planning to purchase one car. I mean, with the grace of God, I got a lot of money, so I am planning to purchase. So, so what could be the criteria? I mean, I need some answer from the people. I'm going to purchase a car. So, what could be my criteria? What I will look in a car if I'm going to purchase? I mean, those who can speak, please speak. Otherwise, please type in the chat window. Simple question is, I'm planning to purchase a car. So, what could be my criteria? Okay, guys, please speak up. Okay, I got some answer. Mhm. Okay, so I got some answer exactly. Budget, I agree. Mileage, exactly, and CC, yes, we got. And someone is saying that we have to check the car feature as well. I agree, totally agree. And obviously, the main concern is my budget. I mean, if I have a lot of money, maybe I can go for a Honda City, or if I have more budget, I can go for Audi or BMW or whatever. So obviously, I'll go for budget, I'll go for mileage, I'll go for CC, and I'll go for the feature of my car. I agree. Okay. Now, same thing is here. If I'm going to purchase, say, I mean, there is a lot of competition in the market. There are so many companies they are offering applications. Okay. They are offering a lot of application software. So, what could be the criteria for the people to choose a best application? The answer would be the usage. Say, for example, I'm going to purchase a car, so I will look for the budget as well, but I will see what is my usage. Say, if I need the daily basis, suppose I will run my car 100 kilometers per day or 50 kilometers per day, so I will look for the mileage. Should be agree. Same thing is here. If I'm going to purchase, or the customer is going to purchase, they will look for the usage. What kind of use they have, for that they are going to purchase or application. I will not say Oracle application. I will say only application. So first thing is that usage. Second thing is that budget. Obviously, budget is a main constraint. If I'm working in the real time, obviously the budget is main constraint. And moreover, the reliability. So for example, I mean, I have Honda City car, and if I will go for a servicing, so rather than going to a local people, I will give my car to authorized service center. Hey, this is my car, please take care. Why? Because I know if I will give my car to authorized people, they are quite intelligent, they are quite punctual, and they have a good knowledge about their own product. So the servicing of my car will be good. Now, in the market, we have a lot of applications. Say, for example, we have Oracle e-business suite. Apart from that, we have SAP. Apart from that, we have PeopleSoft, and we have a Demantra. Now, on what basis I am going to purchase my application software? So first thing is that Oracle e-business suite is a very good for financial customer. Say if I'm working for a bank, so for banking, Oracle EBS is very good. What is the reason that I'll tell you? Now, if I'm in a manufacturing, SAP is also a market leader in applications, but SAP is very good in manufacturing. So if I'm in a manufacturing industry, obviously we have to prefer SAP. And apart from that, if I'm in a HR, so we have to use PeopleSoft. And if I'm in the forecasting process, then we have to use Demantra. See, I have written Oracle application first. Why? Because most of the customer, they will prefer Oracle EBS. Reason is that Oracle EBS is a product from Oracle. And to support my application, we require the database as well. So if I'm using Oracle database, obviously, automatically the thing will come in my mind. Hey, if I'm using Oracle database, it's a better I should purchase Oracle application. Why? Because Oracle application is a compatible with Oracle database. I'm not saying that SAP is not compatible, but automatically the feeling will come. Okay, Oracle product, Oracle database, Oracle application, yeah, they are quite compatible. So let's go for Oracle application, Oracle EBS. So that's why customer is going to prefer Oracle EBS rather than using SAP or any other product. And Oracle is a very clever company. It's a very clever company. What they have done, they have purchased PeopleSoft. Why? Because PeopleSoft is very good in the HR. So they purchased and now they are the owner for PeopleSoft as well. And apart from that, we have so many application software like we have what we call Siebel. We have Siebel is also good in the market. So we have a Siebel as well. And apart from that, there are a number of software. But generally people will prefer these four. So I have written in the slide. Any question, any doubt? Are we clear? Please acknowledge. Okay, I got answer from Raja. Okay, I got answer from other people as well. Yes, we are agree. Okay, I got the answer from Shrikant as well. Now, so before starting anything, either Microsoft Windows or either C++ or either Java, VB.NET, I should know, hey, this software come from which place? What is the history of this software? Okay. So next slide, I have written the history about my Oracle application. When Oracle application has started, what was the feature? Sorry, what was the release Oracle has given that I have shown in this slide. So Oracle e-business suite started its life as Oracle Financial in 1987. So in 1987, Oracle EBS has been started and it was with name of Oracle Financials. And in 1987, Oracle found its application division, building business management software, closely integrated with database software. Okay, fair enough. In October 1987, Oracle application has released. It's a release one sometime in August. Okay. Now, it was the first ERP, and that one is called accounting system, and it has only one functionality, that was the general ledger. That's why, see, Oracle has a number of modules, but general ledger is the first module in Oracle application. So that's why its application ID is 101. Okay. Now in 1998, release 11, then May 2011 5.1, and likewise, see, Oracle 11, application release 11.5 is a very stable version. I mean, still company are using this one. I mean, they are not going to upgrade their application, and Oracle is giving the support as well. And apart from 11.5, we have one more release which is very stable, 12.1, which Oracle has launched on May 2009. It was R12.1.1. And one of the major milestone in application, it was R12, 12.2. And most of the company now they are going to prefer R12.2. What is the reason? That I'll explain later. In terms of high availability, in terms of patching down time, people are going to use R12, 12.2. Okay. So this is all about the history of my Oracle application. From where Oracle has been started, it is started from 1987, and the latest version of Oracle application is 12.2.7. I think in the month of December or November, yeah, I think December, Oracle has launched R12.2.6, sorry, 7. Okay. Now, so before starting the three-tier architecture, now those who are working as a DBA, let me open one software called CorelDRAW. Okay. Say if I'm a working as a core DBA, so most of the time what we do, we have my laptop or my desktop. I'll put in green. Okay. So in my desktop or in my laptop already, my network team, they have configured the DHCP, and we are using DHCP to connect to the internet in my organization. Now I'm supporting a customer. They have a data center in Dallas. This is my data center. I'll put in a blue. So this is my data center, and in my data center we have so many servers. So I'll put in a white, will be visible to everyone. Say we have some servers. Say we have 6 servers, and we know each server has IP address. Say 192.168.0.1.0. Just an example. I'll change the size. So this is IP address. Likewise, we have a 92. I'll mention it's a 2. So likewise 101, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to connect to my server. What we have to do? What we have to do? What thing we need in my desktop to connect to my server? It's a question to everyone. Exactly, VPN. I got an answer from Raja. Yeah, VPN. Fair enough. Yeah, VPN has been configured. Say VPN has been configured in my machine. Okay, yeah, obviously VPN has been configured. Like same thing we will do in Euclid. You will get the VPN account. If you want to access the server, you have to connect to VPN. Okay, I got the VPN. Now I can I can connect to my data center, but I cannot access my server. For that, we required some third-party software. Say we required one third-party software called Putty. Yeah, we need the Putty. Should we agree? Apart from Putty, we have a connection manager or we have some other software, but generally 80% people are using Putty to log into the server. Okay, so what I did, I have a Putty. I open the Putty. So this is my Putty screen. So here what I did, I open the Putty, and here I have given the IP address 192.168.0.102. I have given the IP address. Now, when I will say OK, automatically I will log into my server and I will give my username and password. And if the password is valid and username is valid, I can connect to my server. Oh, not connect, I can log into my server. Should be agree. So in case of normal DBA, if I'm a core DBA or RAG DBA or Exadata admin, so we are not at all bothered about my application server. Simply we have a laptop or desktop. My network team has configured the VPN, and with the help of Putty, I can connect to any server. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 servers I can connect, and whatever the maintenance activity, taking RMAN backup or creating user or any kind of restore recovery or performance issues, I can work on. So this is the life of a DBA. I mean, DBA will deal with only desktop and data center IP addresses. Now, in case of Oracle application, we say it's a 3-tier architecture. So in this slide, what I did, I have given one picture of Putty. We have given the IP address. IP address I'll type in host name or IP address. With the help of port 22, I can log into my server. Now, in case of Oracle application, in the next slide, I'm going to explain Oracle application has a 3-tier architecture. So in 3-tier architecture, we have a desktop, we have application tier, and we have a database tier. So as a apps DBA, sorry, as a core DBA, we know we require desktop or we require laptop. I agree. And we require operating system and Putty software, and we require database server. But if I'm an application DBA, I will deal with one extra layer called application tier. So in application tier, what we have, application tier, we have some services. So services means my application server. Under my application server, we have web services, we have a form services, and we have a concurrent processing server. Now, what is the significant? Why we are going to use application tier? What I will get extra if I'm using Oracle application? or if I'm using application server. Okay, so let me show you one example. I'll open the CorelDRAW, my favorite software. Okay, so this is my desktop tier. I will put in a green. Now this is my application server. I will put in red. And apart from that, I have a server called database server. I will put in blue. Now one example I have, say I want to use my Gmail or Facebook or any other website. Say for example Facebook. Generally what we do, we have a browser. In the browser we type www.facebook.com and I'll say enter. So whenever I'm saying facebook.com, do you know to which IP I'm going to connect, or to which IP I'm going to sorry, which server I'm going to connect? Some answers. Okay, I got one answer from Raja. Yeah, he's saying HTTP and I got one answer. Someone is saying some other word they are saying. Okay, now when I say facebook.com, so I will not be able to know by which IP I am going to connect to server. So it means whenever I am going to use Oracle application, I will deal with host name, not IP address. Say for example, I have a server, say myfacebook.com, myfacebook.com. So any user who want to access myfacebook.com, simply what he will do, he will take this host name and he will put in the browser and he will say enter. So he is not at all bothered, or he is not at all concerned. Hey, by which IP I am going to connect? What is the location of my server? It's in Dallas or Texas or Philadelphia or New Jersey or Canada or London. He is not at all aware about the IP address of my server. It means whenever I am dealing with Oracle application, I have to deal with host name, not IP address. Should we agree? Okay, I got the answer. Yes. Now, so I'm a user. Forgot about application DBA or core DBA or any kind of high technologies. No, I'm a normal user. So green color is my desktop. Is my desktop. So in desktop tier, first thing what we required operating system. Obviously, we required the operating system, and that operating system should be certified by Oracle. If I'm using Oracle application. So forgot about Oracle application. Yeah, I'm a normal user. What I did, I have installed Windows 7 in my machine, and I have one more software called browser. Okay, I have browser, maybe it Chrome or maybe Internet Explorer or maybe Opera or maybe Mozilla or whatever. We have operating system and we have browser. So what I did, I opened the browser and I have given this address. This address I have given in my browser. So what will happen whenever I'll say myfacebook.com? .com means we required some Java pages or we required some HTML pages. Should we agree? I mean, whenever I say www.facebook.com, so internally it will call either Java pages or either HTML pages. So where the pages will store? Pages will be stored where? My application tier. Agree, yeah, web server. I agree. So here, pages are here. So it means if I need some pages from my application server, it means I have to connect to my application server. Okay, in other cases, um, I'm a developer. Okay, so I want to log into my database in my laptop or desktop. I have installed operating system. I have installed client software. So if I want to connect to my database, generally what we do, we say SQL plus, say user1/password at the rate TNS entry. Generally, if I'm a developer, I will log in that way. I mean, I don't have any access to directly to log into server. So what we do, yeah, I got answer from Srikant. Yes, TNS entry, obviously. So with the help of TNS entry, I can connect to my server. And whatever the privileges I have, say some insert privileges or some update or whatever the privileges I have, I can work accordingly. Now, if I'm using TNS entry, so obviously to support my TNS entry, I required listener as well. Should we agree? Listener.ora. And in listener.ora, we specify the service name, we specify the port, we specify the host name, we specify the complete address. Okay, to which server it has to log in, or what could be the port, what could be the service name. So depend upon my listener.ora and depend upon my TNS entry, my normal user can log into my database. So it means whenever I want to log into my database or whenever I want to log in database as a normal user, we required TNS entry, and to support TNS entry, we required a listener. Okay, same thing is applicable here as well in Oracle application. Whenever I will say my facebook.com, so facebook.com HTML or Java pages should we get from application server. So we required one connection. So obviously at the application level, we will have a listener called web listener. I'll write here web listener. We require the web listener. So I'll rotate it 90 degree. So now we have web listener. We got web listener. Now to support web listener, we required some services. So that service is called web service. Web service. VIC service. So we required web service. So let me explain basically what is web services, then I'll go for form services, then concurrent processing service. Okay, now user what he did myfacebook.com. So to fulfill his requirement at the application level, we have web listener, and to support web listener, we have one service called web service. So what this service will do, this service will act as a mediator. Okay, whatever the requirement my user have from desktop tier, it has to fulfill. And who will fulfill? My web services. So for example, he required this page myfacebook.com. So what will happen? Connection will go to your application layer. At the application layer, this web service, it will take this page and it will send to my database tier. So now user will see some page like facebook.com. So he will see login ID, he will see the password. Now we have to specify the password and username both. And where the password and username will be stored, it will be stored at the database level. See, in first case, when I say facebook.com, so we did not require any kind of connection to my database. Simply connection will go to your application server. From application server, I got my facebook.com page and I kept in my desktop tier. Now, when user will say its password, sorry, username and password, then connection will go to your database tier. Let me write here this one as well. App server. This is my app server, and this is my DB server. Okay, so in that way, first connection will go to your application server. Okay, now in first case, I need only pages. So pages will come from your application server to your desktop tier. Now when user will give his password and username, then to authenticate this user, connection will go to your database layer. And who will communicate? Your web services. So we can say web services is a kind of mediator between your desktop tier to your DB server or DB tier. Should we agree? Are we following whatever the discussion we are doing? Anyone have any doubt? Please ping in the chat window or please speak up. Okay, I got one answer. Correct. Yep. So I'm getting the acknowledgement. People are following. Fair enough. Now, so in the slide, you will see. Okay. So we have a desktop tier. What we require in desktop tier, we require operating system and we require the browser. And we have application tier. So in application tier, we have some services called web services, form services, and concurrent processing. And at the database tier, we have actual database. So what the desktop tier is? Okay, so basically desktop tier, the client interface is provided through HTML for HTML based application and via a Java applet in a web browser for traditional form based application. I agree. Either we can get the page in form of HTML or either we can get the page in the form of Java file, jar file. Okay. Now in the slide we have seen we have a desktop tier. So in desktop tier we have a web browser that is Java enabled, and in the box we are seeing the jar file. So that jar file will come your application server or application tier. Okay, should we agree? So now web services. Okay, so this is a definition about your what is application tier. So application tier has a dual role. What dual role? Hosting the various server or services groups that process the business logic. Okay, so application layer, in application tier we have some services. That services will help us to get the business logic and managing communication between desktop tier and database tier. I mean, in the slide we have seen whenever I need any kind of requirement, so that requirement will be fulfilled by your application tier. So for example, I need a facebook.com page. So that page will be stored in my application tier. My web services will take that pages, it will send to your desktop tier. And whenever I will say username and password, so for authentication purpose, the connection will go to the database level. Authentication has been done. I will log into the Facebook. So this application tier will have a dual role, or we can say it's a kind of mediator between your desktop tier and database tier. And this tier is sometimes referred as a middle tier. I mean, most of the time we say middle tier, middle tier. What does it mean? It means we are talking about our application tier. Okay, now three servers or service groups comprise the basic application tier for Oracle application. In the slide we have seen we have a three services. What the services we have? We have web services, we have a form services, and we have concurrent processing services. So what is web services? The web services components of Oracle application server process request received over the network from desktop clients. See, in this slide we have seen. So whenever user will send a request, hey, I need my facebook.com. So what will happen? This request will go to web services with the help of web listener. So this web services, what it will do, whatever the request you have sent. So for example, I have sent the request for some pages. So that pages will be taken by your web services and it will send to your desktop tier. That definition we have written. So web services, the web services component of Oracle application server process requests received over the network from desktop client. I think we are clear about web services. What actually web services is. Are we clear? Okay, I got acknowledgement. Yes. Okay, good. Fair enough. Now, about the form services or about concurrent processing service, I will discuss later. Maybe in Monday, I'll discuss in detail what the form services is, what is the concurrent services is. Okay, come to the question and answer. Any question? Any question, any doubt you have till now? Anyone? If you cannot speak, please type in the chat window. Okay, I got one answer from Mahesh. He don't have any question. Okay. Okay, I got some other answer. Okay, people are saying that they don't have any question. Okay, now next topic we have how to install Oracle Linux. I mean, might be people are aware. I mean, everyone will be aware how to install. We have a VMware. I will download ISO from a delivery. I can dump in server and I can start my Oracle. I can install my operating system. But as part of the course, so it will take max 10 minutes to install, to start installation of Oracle Linux. Okay, so in this course I will use OS Linux 5.3 64-bit. So you can download from eDelivery, or you can download from any other source. Okay, so let me start the installation of Linux. So here what we will do, we will take one server. Say I will put in the blue color. Okay, so I will create one partition. I will take one partition, say /dev/sda. So in this SDA I will install my operating system. I will install my operating system. I will apply some RPMs. Okay, so what are the RPMs we required for Oracle application, that I will see later. Okay, now after installation of my operating system, okay, so I will add one more partition called SDB. Generally in the real time we say LUNs. So most of the time this activity will be done by your OS team or storage team, but here I'm the storage guy, I'm the network guy, so everything I will do. So I will add this LUN, means add LUNs plus format LUNs plus mount the LUNs. So this also we will see how to add a partition, how to format a partition, and how to mount a partition, that we will see. So in this partition /dev/sdb I will install EBS 12.1.1. Okay, so for this I required one host machine. Then might be on Monday I will add the partition, I will install the partition, I will tell you how to download the software, where to download, and what are the RPMs or what are the packages we required for Oracle application, that we will see on Monday. So let me install one machine. Okay, where is my VMware? See, it's a depend upon you. Either you want to use VirtualBox, or either you want to use VMware. Any kind of VM software you can use. So let me open VMware. Okay, so many machines I have. So I will start from scratch. Any question? Okay, so I will do from scratch. Okay, I'll do from scratch. So I will go with file, new virtual machine. Okay, next. So where I have ISO file. So ISO file I have where in my H drive. Okay, where is my H drive? Yeah. So under that we have a rack software. Under that we have a Linux OS, and this is my release 5 update 3 64-bit. I'll take this one. Next. So what could be the machine name? I'll say EBS node. I'll take 5. Where we want to keep, let me check the space. Actually, I have a good machine, almost 4 to 6, 7 terabyte disk I have. Mm, I'll take this one. Yeah, VM. So here I will create one new folder, EBS Node 5. So in F colon, I will create one folder, Node 5. Okay, this one. So F colon, sorry, F colon EBS Node 5. Say next. So how much disk space we required? I'll mention 30 GB is enough. Yeah, 30 GB is enough. Store virtual disk as a single file. Okay. Next. Now I will do some customization. Why? Because by default it took 1 GB RAM. So let me customize. Memory, it's 1 GB. So maximum I can use 32 GB in my machine. but I will mention max 8 GB. 8 GB is enough. And how many process I required? I will mention the process as well. Two process. And network adapter, I will use bridge network. Okay. So, okay, finish. Okay, so installation I can do in two ways. Either I can do it in graphical mode, or either I can do in command line. So if I'm using command line, it will be a bit fast, but because it will pass the OS buffer, whatever the buffer we required for GUI, it will bypass. But we will use graphical mode. Okay, it's going on. It will take some time. Okay, so it's saying that you want to test your CD. No, I did not require. I'll say skip. Okay, it's going on. So as usual, we have to say next. Next. Okay, so I will use US English. If you are interested for any other language, we can choose. Okay, it's saying that you want to use this partition and you want to erase the data. I'll say yes. So searching for, so it's saying that remove Linux partition on selected drives and create default. Okay, I'll say default. So do you want to sure? Yes, I'm sure. So now what we have to do, and see, be careful whenever we are going to install Oracle application, we never use DHCP. We always use static IP. Because if I'm using DHCP, it will every time when the server will reboot, it will change the IP address. So if it will change the IP address, user cannot connect. So what we have to do, rather than using DHCP, I have to use static IP. Okay, so IP address I'll give 192. Sorry, numeric key was off. 192.168.0.105, and we have to say net masking 255.255.0. And if you are interested for IPv4, we have to use, otherwise I'll skip. And apart from that, host name we have to give. So I'll say EBS node 5.dp.com, or any domain. Like here you will use euclidit.com. Euclidit.com. So I'll say next. Okay, continue. Continue. So which time zone you want to use? Eastern or Pacific or CST? It's up to you. Okay, so I'll take default. Root password. Say next. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to go for customization and we have to choose everything. So select this one, select all, select all, select all. Okay. So base system, cluster storage is not required, clustering is not required. One language is enough. Okay. If you're interested in either language, we can choose. Next. Okay, so when I'll say next, installation will start. So let it be, it will take almost 30 to 40 minutes. So I'll continue from my side. So this is all about for today's class. We have discussed our basic architecture, three-tier architecture. We have seen the history of Oracle EBS and what are the desktop tier we have. What is the application tier? In application tier, we have discussed only one component called web services. Still two is pending. So that we will see on Monday. And on Monday, we will see how to create a partition, how to mount a partition, how to format a partition, where to download software, how to put a software in the server, and we will see the architecture of Oracle application. Okay, so We have done for demo. I mean, we yeah. Generally, we won't take the class on Saturday and Sundays because people will feel it's a holiday. But it's depend. If we required, say for example, I want to cover a big topic, so we may take classes on Saturday as well. Might be in a month we will have a two classes on Saturday we will have, and might be if suppose if I'm going to discuss upgrade, which will take almost 17 to 18 hours, so I will request to people please join on Sunday as well, so we can cover the upgrade part as well. Okay, now from Monday, those who have already registered, they will get a new link, they will get the VPN account, and they can log in and they can continue the class. Okay, so I'm going to wind up. Any question, any doubt, feel free to ask. Okay, I got one acknowledgement from Mahesh. He's saying no. Okay. And one more request, I please use the headphone. Why? Because it will have a good interaction rather than typing in the chat window or rather than uh, I mean if we have a mic and headphone, we will have a very good conversation. So see,
Hello, Alam sir.
yeah,
Is this a single node installation, sir?
we will see. I mean here I'm going to install Linux only on single node, but you will see the multi-node installation as well. How to install our
Okay.
application on the multi-node, that we will see. And see, whatever the thing we have discussed yesterday, whatever the thing, each and everything I will cover. It will not be the case. So I will skip. Hey, I'm going to skip. No, whatever the thing I have written yesterday class or whatever the thing I have shown you yesterday, each and everything I'll discuss. Each and everything, and I mean it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So see you
Yes.
on Monday at 6 o'clock sharp.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.